English class. We all know it, we all took it, and a few of us, myself included, absolutely hated that shit. Being fair though, it was mostly the school's fault as to why I hated this. Books themselves were never actually bad. Okay, we've read a couple of good books. Diary of a Wimpy Kid back in our day, that shit was kinda fire. And even Harry Potter has some props. I mean, the world building, it's on par with One Piece. Okay, that was an overestimate. Harry Potter is not on par with One Piece. I'm a One Piece me writer till the Alright, back on topic. The reason y'all even clicked on this video, let's get into this bitch. How to pass English class without reading at all. No, you're not smoking crack. I did just tell you to read a book on a video that quite literally tells you how to pass without reading. What do I mean? Well, this literary masterpiece, written by Thomas C. Foster, contains essentially everything you need to know in order to properly read without touching the damn book. And no, this isn't a sponsor. My broke ass with 0 subs is not getting a sponsor anytime soon. But what I will tell you is that this shit is kind of fire. You might want to read it. But I'm gonna assume because you clicked on this video that you probably don't want to read this. But worry not, I read it for y'all, and I made some notes. Throughout the rest of this video, I'm gonna give y'all some tips and essentially just tell y'all how to read. Yes, how to read.
Love yourself. Yes, you should love yourself now. Yes, you should.
Alright, something you want to do if you want to get away with reading little to nothing in class is you want to over-exaggerate every little detail you find in those few pages that you read. For example, I'm going to tell y'all how you should see both geography and weather when you're reading, because they usually have a lot of deeper meanings to them, and your teacher's going to think you're really smart if you talk about them in class. So for weather, you want to know that rain always has a deeper meaning. Rain, for example, it could represent sorrow or death or just sadness. I mean, come on now, rain's pretty sad, unless you like staying inside and shit. So you also want to know that season and months usually have a deeper meaning. Like we all know spring, you can associate spring with fertility and renewal. And December can usually represent the end of the year, so it could be a good thing to end a story on or maybe end a certain relationship. Just know that if authors are going to mention a certain thing, like if they're going out of their way to mention that spring, for example, it's probably important. They're probably using that to convey a deeper meaning. Now onto geography, it could have a whole bunch of meanings behind it. It could serve as a theme, symbol, plot, character, or it could serve as character development to I guess the MC or something. Just know an author's never going to choose something like a haunted house just because, ooh, it's scary and I want the characters to be at some place scary. It's usually going to have a deeper meaning and it's going to contribute to the actual text. So what do I mean by geography? Well, first and foremost, geography meaning the setting, so like I said earlier, the haunted house, but it can also mean where a character is heading. For example, if a character is heading south, really anywhere south, it most likely means they're going to end up going batshit crazy. Hide your kids. Another example could be if you put one character on top of another. The character on top could represent them being smarter, stronger, or just higher than them in some sort of form. That, or it's just foreshadowing their death.
Take my shirt off and now the whole stop breathing. Take my shirt off and
So adding on to the last chapter, you also want to pay attention to any physical traits or markings that a character has. For example, a tattoo or deformity is important in understanding who a character is later on in the story. You'll usually catch the antagonist, protagonist, or really any important character having this to set them out from the others, and for the author to sneak in some symbolism or something. All that you want to care about is really just some pretty obvious traits that a character has. For example, they're a different skin color from everyone else, or they have a lightning strike on their forehead. Stuff obvious like that. Now, sickness is never going to be for the sole purpose of a character being sick. It's always either going to kill them off, or it's going to represent that they're down bad. For example, heart disease could mean bad love, loneliness, cruelty, EDP-445, cheating, cowardice, or a lack of determination. Also, depending on the time period your novel is written in, any controversial diseases from that time are likely not going to appear in there because, well, it's going to stir up some controversy. So wait a good 10 years until we get COVID-19 books. But with the internet, the way it is nowadays, we probably have 20 million fanfics about that shit by now. You also want to consider that disease could just mean the author is killing someone off as a canon event or something. Say a mother needs to die so the kids could realize they're shitty people, or the mentor needs to die so the student could realize he was weak and get stronger. That's about everything I'm going to tell y'all for this video though. Like I said, over. What was that? Did I just get a message from, what's going on? I gotta go check this out, y'all. I'll be right back. Well, shit. Can't be too hard. I got the book right here, actually. Shout out my boy Kinkisi. This about to be an easy ass read, bro. Alright, let's go.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
Well, when all comes to fail, I guess I still got one buddy by my side.
Doing it! I'm doing it! Yeah! Yeah! Some of these, and some of almost there. Done.
So after learning and utilizing all of these skills and methods I showed you on this video, you should pass your English class with an A. Now you always could just plot a scheme to make the English teacher super depressed, like you can use some big brain tactics to form evidence that makes it look like their partner's cheating on them. Then boom, they take half of their days off for a mental health day and you're with a substitute, and those are basically just free days. Contrary to what I've been telling y'all for the past 5 minutes, I actually recommend that y'all pick up a book in English class and learn how to read. Like, yeah, in the short term, you probably would want to fuck around instead of reading because, you know, it's kind of boring. A lot of time the teachers do give you, like, pretty shitty book picks, but in the long run, you're basically just shooting yourself in the leg because, like it or not, you're eventually going to have to read a lot. Whether that be to pass an exam, study your ass off for the ACT, or to just read because everyone calls you illiterate. And in all those cases, you can't cheat your way out of this using AI. My guy, you're actually going to have to use, like, that creative muscle in your brain, and you only could exercise that through, well, reading normally. So this is going to be the end of the video. I'd appreciate it if y'all like and subscribe. You don't have to, but please, I'm on my knees, I'm begging. And more importantly, I want y'all to tell me in the comments what I can improve on, because this is my first YouTube video, and even I, in the editing process, kind of realized a lot of this is ass. Yes, I know, there are mic cuts like every half second. Just as a viewer, if you could tell me literally anything that you think would make this video more entertaining or helpful, let me know in the comments. Like, that is worth 1 million subscribers. Okay, not 1 million, more like 10 subscribers, but it's still worth a lot. Do it, alright? I'm watching you right now. You better not click off this video. I know your location, motherfucker. You better type something.